Welcome to the Lineage of Giants. To master the Stoic mind, we must understand the men who built it. Our journey begins over 2,000 years ago with a disaster. In 300 BC, a merchant named Zeno was shipwrecked near Athens. He lost everything: his fortune, his cargo, and his old life. Zeno didn't fall into despair. He walked into a bookstore, found the works of Socrates, and realized that his mind was the only fortune he couldn't lose. This moment of crisis became the catalyst for the greatest psychological system in history. He said, "I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck." He began teaching on the Stoa Poikile, the painted porch in Athens. His followers weren't called Zenoists, but Stoics, named after the place where they gathered. This was philosophy for the street, for the marketplace, and for the messy reality of human life. It was born in the public square, not the ivory tower. Zeno and his successors, Cleanthes and Chrysippus, built a system based on logic, physics, and ethics. They saw the universe as a rational, interconnected whole. They taught that to live well is to live in accordance with nature, not just the trees and rivers, but the rational nature of the human mind. But how did a small school in Athens become the mindset of the Roman elite? In part 2, we'll meet the slave who became a teacher and the statesman who faced an emperor. Understand the roots to grow the branches, map the life you want, awaken the mind. I'm Dr. Monaco. The foundation is set. Join us in the next episode as the Stoa moves to Rome. Stay brilliant. Join the collective, ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Grow with us. Welcome back. Zeno built the foundation in Athens, but it was in the heart of Rome that Stoicism faced its greatest test. Technique 2, the slave and the statesman. By the 1st century AD, Rome was the center of the known world, a city of immense power, but also immense chaos and corruption. In this world lived a man named Epictetus. He wasn't a king or a general. He was a slave, born into bondage and physically crippled by his master. Yet, Epictetus discovered a truth that chains could not touch. He taught that while his body was a slave, his mind was forever free. "You can bind my leg," he said, "but not even Zeus can conquer my will." At the same time, on the opposite end of the social ladder was Lucius Annius Seneca, one of the richest and most powerful men in Rome. Seneca was a statesman, a playwright, and an advisor to the Emperor Nero. He lived in the lap of luxury, yet he practiced poverty every month to remind himself that his wealth wasn't his identity. When Nero turned against him, Seneca met his fate with the same stoic poise he had taught. He showed that philosophy isn't just for the poor, it is essential for the powerful. These two men proved that the Stoa belongs to everyone. From the dungeon to the palace, the principles remain the same. Virtue is the only good. But the Lineage of Giants had one more peak to reach. In part 3, we meet the philosopher king himself, the man who ruled the world while mastering his own mind, Marcus Aurelius. Your circumstances don't define your character. Map the life you want. Awaken the mind. I'm Dr. Monaco. 2 parts down, the Stoa has conquered the capital. Join us next as we enter the mind of an emperor. Stay brilliant. Join the collective, ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Grow with us. Welcome to part 3. We have traveled from the shipwreck of Zeno to the villas of Seneca. Now we reach the summit of the Roman world. Technique 3, the philosopher king. In 161 AD, Marcus Aurelius became the emperor of Rome. He held absolute power over millions, yet he wanted nothing more than to be a good man. His reign was not one of peace. It was defined by constant war, a devastating plague, and the betrayal of those closest to him. He was a man under immense pressure. To survive the chaos, he turned inward. Every night in his tent on the front lines of the Danube, he wrote to himself, private reminders on how to stay virtuous. These writings were never meant for us. He called them simply to himself. Today, we know them as the Meditations, the most intimate look at a great mind in history. He taught himself that no matter how loud the world became, he could always find a quiet retreat within his own soul. He practiced what he called the inner citadel, Marcus didn't use philosophy to hide, he used it to serve. He believed that we are all parts of a single body, and that to harm another is to harm yourself. He faced the unbearable every day with a simple question. Is this what I was made for? To huddle under the covers or to do the work of a human being? The death of Marcus Aurelius marked the end of the golden age of Stoicism. But the giants didn't disappear. In Part 4, we see how the Stoa survived the fall of Rome to inspire the leaders of today. Power is a test of character. Master your mind and you master your life. Map the life you want. Awaken the mind. I'm Dr. Monaco. 3 parts down. We've mastered the mind of a king. In Part 4, we bring the Stoa into the modern world. Stay brilliant. Join the collective. Ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Grow with us. Welcome to Part 4. After the death of Marcus Aurelius, Rome began its long decline. But while the empire crumbled, the ideas of the giants remained buried like seeds in the soil. For centuries, Stoicism was overshadowed by new faiths and rising kingdoms. Yet, in the silence, its core truths were preserved by scholars and monks. The true rebirth happened in the 20th century, not in a temple, but in a clinic. Pioneers like Aaron Beck and Albert Ellis looked back to the Stoa to build cognitive behavioral therapy. They realized that the Stoics were right. It is not events that disturb us, but our beliefs about them. This insight became the most successful form of modern psychotherapy. Today, Stoicism is the mental operating system for world-class athletes, Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, and military leaders. It is the philosophy of the high-pressure environment. In the boardrooms and on the fields, the question remains the same as it was in Athens. What is within my control right now? Digital agency is the modern armor. Stoicism has moved from the elite of Rome to the pockets of millions. It is no longer just for emperors. It is for anyone facing the chaos of the digital age. By studying the giants, we learn to navigate the noise without losing our souls. We build our inner citadel in the palm of our hands. But how do we ensure these ideas don't just stay in books? In our final part, we explore the future of the Stoic mind and your role in the lineage. History is a weapon for the present. Use it well. Map the life you want. Awaken the mind. I'm Dr. Monaco. 4 parts down. We've traced the path from the ruins to the present. One final step remains. Stay brilliant. Join the collective. Ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Grow with us. Welcome to the finale of the Lineage of Giants. We have traced the path of mastery from the painted porch to the modern world. Now, the story continues with you. The giants of the past built the foundation, but the challenges of our age are unique. We live in a world of infinite distraction and manufactured chaos. Stoicism isn't something you read, it's something you do. You are the architect of your own character. You are the gatekeeper of your own attention. Every day, through every choice, you are building your inner citadel. This is how you reclaim your digital agency. This is how you live with purpose. The lineage of giants is not closed. It is waiting for new names. For those who choose virtue over comfort and reason over reaction, we carry the wisdom of the past into the technology of the future. We are the bridge. We are the modern Stoa. As you leave this masterclass, ask yourself, what will I build today? How will I prove the fortress of my mind? When you master your focus, you master your destiny. Map the life you want to live. Awaken the mind. From Zeno to you, the journey of 2,000 years is complete. Your training has begun. The Stoa is within you. Guard it, grow it, live it. I'm Dr. Monaco. Stay brilliant. Congratulations on completing the Lineage of Giants. You are now part of the story. I'll see you in the next masterclass. Join the collective. Ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Grow with us.